Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today is a modern take on old Hollywood. It's going to be my version of the modern Hollywood hair and makeup. So if you're interested in watching, let's get right into it. And Chase, I have your arsenal in hand. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is putting on foundation. Because we're not going to be going crazy with the eyes today, we can do the foundation first. And today I'm just going to be using the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. And I'm just going to give that a bit of a shake. I've got my beauty blender dampened already. I'm probably going to be doing just one pump to start off with. Now on my face, I don't actually have any primer on or sunscreen. I'm just going in with straight foundation today. But feel free to use a primer if you feel like using a primer. And just dab that in with the damp beauty blender. So for concealer, I'm using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. And the shade that I'm in is light beige. The shade that I was in for the e.l.f. Satin Flawless Finish Foundation is 210 Bisque. And I'm actually just going to be putting that on the corners of my mouth as well. And using the same beauty blender, just dab in the concealer. And making sure to take that all the way in the inner corner of the eye. If you need to powder under the eyes, go ahead and do so, but I'm just going to assess how I go with creasing at the moment. And then I'll see if I'm going to put some powder. Conceal the lips while we're at it. Okay, so now it's time for contouring, and I'm going to be actually using a brush to do the contour. So I'm using the Fenty Match Stix in Amber, and it's just a neutral olive. Well, it's a neutral shade, best suited for all skin tones, I really believe. I mean, obviously, if you're an olive complexion, this is going to really suit you the best. So just find your best contour color, and we're just going to be applying it down the hollow of the cheek, near the natural darkness that is your cheek where you would be sculpting. Then under the chin, and you don't have to do this step, but if you have a rounder face and you want a bit more structure, which I like to do for me, then this is a really good, just a really good step to add. It makes a big difference. Down the side of the nose as well, really important for my shaped nose. I find it helps a big deal. And just going down there, and a little bit under the lower lip. Now obviously this is my way of doing contouring. If you have your way of contouring the face that you do in a certain way, then go ahead and do that. But I'm just going to be buffing out the contour, and I'm just using very light circular motions to buff that in. Like that. The brush that I'm using to blend out is an e.l.f. Precision Pro brush. Buff out the contour of the nose. And I like to sort of pinch the brush. Okay, now it's time for bronzer, and I'm using the Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. This is just the mini one. The brush that I'm using is the Mr. Right by Too Faced. Bronze lightly on the apples of the cheek. I'm going to leave highlighting to last. Same brush, I'm using a very bright pink blush. Now the one that I'm using is only available in Australia and New Zealand. I'm not sure if it ships internationally, but you can always check. But this is the Pink Pop by Mecca and it's called the Chic, and this is the shade Pink Pop. Dipping my brush in there very lightly, giving a nice pop of colour to the cheeks. Okay, so now I'm going to go straight into doing the lips, and I'm using the Velvet Blur lipstick by Colourpop, and this is in the shade Super Bloom. It's a gorgeous bright pink red. Going straight with the bullet, no need for lip liner. And I'm deliberately going over the little sort of dip in the middle of the lips. I'm sort of going over it to give more of a plump look to the lips. And overdrawing over the lip line ever so slightly. Okay, so now it's time to prime the eyes. I'm just using the Milk Hydro Grip Eye Primer. Actually, I haven't used this one in a while. And just dabbing that out with my finger. I'm going to be setting that with a bit of powder, and I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. And the reason I'm setting the eyes today is because I really just want a smooth, flawless look. I don't want any shadow to skip whatsoever today. So I'm just using a fluffy brush and dipping into a bit of the setting powder. Just like that. Tap off. And just set the eyelid with that powder. Doesn't matter if it falls over, that's fine, we can always flick that off. Apologies if you see any sort of caked up looking foundation there. It really is from this new retinol product that I've been using. So there's that. But anyway, moving on. I just thought I'd let you guys know. Just going to be doing the eyebrows now, and I'm just using the e.l.f. Wow Brow. So that's the shape that I'm going for. I just want more of a streamlined. I don't really want a very fluffy eyebrow look, so I'm trying my best to keep it sort of on a more slimmer scale. Now, using the same fluffy brush, I'm going to be dipping into the bronzer again, just really lightly, and doing the crease of the eye. Just lining the crease of the eye, just to give it a bit of dimension. Just a windshield wiping motion. I'm going to be using a flatter brush, and I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty. This is the How Many Carats Diamond Bomb. So it just looks like this. It's a very sheer highlighting shade. You can use it all over the body, all over the face, you name it. You can do so much with it. But I'm just using a flatter brush, and I'm putting that all over the eyelid, but not taking it right up to the top. Sort of blending it just where we put that bronzer on the lid. And what I love about this product is that you can build it up. So just a bit of glimmer on the eyelids. Now it's time to line the eyes with eyeliner. So this is the part where you really just, I know it can be a little bit scary, but you just have to take your time, and even if it does get messy, you can always clean it up. So, and I'm just using the Wayne Goss. I recently got this in my Beautylish Lucky bag for 2023 and I'm absolutely loving it. It's the shade Obsidian, it's black, and it's really creamy and it works really well. So I'm just lining the upper eyelid really close to the lash line. As you can see, the pigment on this is just amazing. It just does a really great job of going over powder, with powder, without powder. It's fantastic. Making sure to go down to the inner corner of the eye. And then we're doing a baby wing. And just with another flat brush, just cleaning up the wing, and we're pretty much just cleaning up the tail, but also creating more of the shape and smoking it out a little bit. Just do the other eye. Just turn your brush at an angle more so than having it straight like this when you're doing the eye. That way you get the side of the pencil to work for you instead of against you. Soften up the edge of that liner. And so that's the actual look that we've got going so far. So I'm actually quite happy with the way the liner looked. You can go in and smoke the liner out up the top. I'm just going to leave it like a classic look. I'm not going to go ahead and smoke any of that out any further. But what I am going to do now is going with mascara, and I'm just going to be using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara in black. I'm not going to be doing the lower lashes at all. I'm leaving them bare. So just top lashes only. So the lashes are all done now, and it's time to apply some highlighter to the cheekbones. And the brush that I'm going to be using is, which brush am I going to be using today for highlighting? Oh yes. And just using a Real Techniques highlighting brush. Going back in with the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb. And just go ahead and highlight the cheekbones. And making sure to take that up to the tail end of the eyebrow. I'm just using the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Setting Spray. I love the smell of this spray. So nice. So guys, that pretty much completes the face. I didn't do any inner corner highlighting at all. I didn't highlight the brow bones. It's just really simple but eye-catching. So now let's go on to hair. So guys, today I'm using the Silver Bullet. It's just a rotating hair curling one, but I'm not going to be using the automatic curler to use. I'm just going to be wrapping the hair manually around the barrel. So I'm just heating it up at the moment. Heating it up to the highest setting, which is 210 degrees Celsius on this, which might be 450 Fahrenheit. I don't know, to be honest, but highest setting on this. So I'm just putting that down, and while that's heating up, I'm just taking my hair out of this clip and pretty much I'm just working with 4-day-old hair with pretty much nothing in it. You know, I'm not going to be using any product to prep the hair whatsoever, because I'm going to be using I'm just going to be going ahead with the natural oils that are in the hair. Feel free to use a dry shampoo. But I'm not going to be using any dry shampoo. The main important thing with this is that we have no tangles in the hair, and the first thing that we're going to be doing is sectioning the hair off. So I'm just sectioning it off. I'm just sectioning off the hair in the back here, just like that under the ear, and we're going to put this top bit up with a clip. Now this is my version of the Hollywood hairstyle, and yeah, so you know, everyone has their own way of doing things, but this is, I guess, the lazy girl method. The curling iron's all heated up now, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a section of hair. Now I'm going to be taking a inch section of hair and getting the barrel and putting it against the hair flat, and then what you want to do is twist the hair around the barrel. So while you're twisting it around the barrel, you're also twisting the hair. Now, a lot of people will tell you to pin the curls. You can pin the curls up, but because this is the lazy girl method, the modern day method, so to speak, I'm not going to be doing that. Letting that go and just letting that naturally fall down. So as you can see, that's the shape that we've got going. Take another section of hair, making sure to go flat first, then twist the hair around. And just letting that out. And I'm basically curling the hair away from the face when I do this. And this is so much more harder than you think. When you're doing this in a bigger mirror, it's so much more easy, but in front of camera, this is quite hard. So that's what we've got at the moment. I think there's a section of hair. No, I think I've got all the hair there. And then all we got to do now is move to the other section of hair. And I'm just doing 3 sections here. So from the temples, we part the hair all the way to the back, and then we clip this side. We clip the remaining on the top of our head. Just going to lower my chair a bit, making sure to brush out the hair. Twisting the hair around the barrel as we go along. And make sure you go right down to the ends of the hair. Grabbing another section of hair. Do the exact same thing away from the face for the other sections of the hair. And then wrap around the barrel. Now we're up to the last section of hair, and what we need to do is a deep side part, and I'm parting my hair on the left. A side part, barrel, wrapping it around flat and then twisting as we go along the barrel. Gonna leave the front part last. Just gathering the sections of the hair that we've got remaining, which is about that much. So taking a section of hair from this angle, clip this away so I can see what I'm doing. And twist and go around the barrel. Getting a section of hair. Doesn't have to be a perfect section because we've got this front piece we're doing it after this, and it's the last piece. Final section of hair is going to be my biggest piece. Wrapping it around, twisting, and wrapping around the barrel. Twisting, wrap around the barrel, twisting, wrap around the barrel, twisting, wrap around the barrel. And we're letting that out. So this is what we've got looking at the moment. It looks like dreadlocks. It looks like we've got a whole heap of long crazy dreadlocks happening. So now I'm just going to be basically getting my Aveda hairspray. Chase, this is for you if you're watching. I'm going to spray it all over my hair, but first I'm going to brush this out. So switching my barrel off, that's very important. Make sure you don't forget to switch off your appliances. Just going to scoot out a bit, and I'm using a Tangle Teaser brush, and I'm going to be brushing out the waves. Now this is the part where it's going to be scary, but you just want to brush it out gently. Start shaping the hair. And I'm pretty happy with that. So just give the hair a moment to settle down. I know that it seems scary that we've brushed out all these curls, but the hair starts to form the muscle memory of what we just done with that sort of, you start getting that S shape. Just going to zoom up a bit higher. And this is my take on the modern old Hollywood curls hairstyles. Shaking up the hairspray, making sure that I can see. Manipulating the curl behind the ear. Feel free to put a clip, a bit more hairspray. And that, my friends, completes the look. Now I really do hope you enjoyed this old Hollywood meets new modern Hollywood makeup look and inspired hair. And I think I'm choking on the Aveda hair fumes. Yes, make sure you have a well ventilated space when you're doing that. But guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this little video. Well, it was a little bit long. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. It would be ever so kind of you if you choose to subscribe. I have a lot of content coming your way. I like to make makeup and lifestyle videos, and that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you so much. Have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.